What's up, backers, or maybe random people that happened across this video on our YouTube channel or something like that? Exciting news, guys. Yeah. We just got these in like yesterday or something like that. We're really excited. We wanted to show these off to you guys like we've been saying we were going to do. So let's do a little unboxing video, all right? Sorry I don't have my background. It's fine. It'll be down here anyway. So yeah, let's check them out. And there they are. Look at those beauts. Sorry about my glare. But yes, let's get these open. I know some of you probably want me to start with the ones you haven't seen yet, but I'm going to go through them in order. Sorry. If you want to check them out, just jump ahead in the video, guys. Come on. We live in the internet age. We'll scroll at the bottom. So, we very pleased with how this turned out. Very happy to finally get a tin without a hinge like our older prototypes had. We think that the casing turned out really great. We do notice these little corners. We don't super love that, but not anything worth delaying the product for. Let's get this open. There we go. Now, we were warned that these are a little tightly packed at first, but once you remove some of the excess packaging, they come out pretty easily. Come here, you little guy. There we go. Got a corner out. Boom. There's all the stuff underneath there. Let's get this open. All right, well, hey, let's start with the rule book here. All right. I think that looks pretty crisp, clear. The colors look great.
The folds are good.
Yeah, the paragraphs aren't cut off by the folds and stuff. Awesome. Great. Great. Let's get these cards up. Abilities. 2 of those. Actions. 2 of those. We've got the Alchemist, Archer, Knight, Rogue, Halberdier, Wizard, and the Baron boss card. Check those out the back. There's the Hard Baron. And there's that great little meeple art done by our own Melanie. I personally think they're really neat. Get these terrains pulled up here. There we go. The bridge, the forest, the river, peninsula?
Yeah.
The thicket, plain, other river bend?
Yeah.
And more plain. All right, sweet. And now let's start getting these guys out of here. I want to start with these dice. So many of these bags. They're keeping everything very segregated. I don't feel like that's necessary.
And we told them, like, you don't have to put it in a million bags.
No, but hey, this is how they send it to us. This is probably how you guys are going to end up getting it. We're going to end up condensing ours down to probably just 1 or 2 bags in each one. I recommend you guys probably do the same. But hey, it's your copy. You do what you want. All right, we're not the fun police or anything. What's the next thing I grab? Our tokens. There we go. So these are for taking cover. Backside of each one's got the extra action if you choose to rest. The border's a little thin on those, but again, there's nothing that I feel is a need to delay this anymore. Let's get this done and out to you guys. What do we got next here? The sliders and hey, the magnets. There we go. If you saw one of our updates we had a few weeks ago, there was an issue about them running out of the magnets we were going to use, but that situation is sorted out, and we now have these 2 magnets included. They're pretty darn powerful. Mel, while I'm showing off these guys, why don't you attach that to the tin, and we can show that off a little bit. We got our little sliders here. Give me a card. Let's try this out. Boom. There we go. I think that looks great. Or put it this way if you want, however. Nice. Awesome. All 5 of those. 4 for the colors. The extra 1 for the Alchemist. Ooh, hey, look at that snap together like that. That was satisfying. Do it again. Yeah. Haha. Look at that. Great. Awesome. Yeah. There they go. There they are. They fit underneath the lip well, so you're not going to be standing it up. It sits flat on the table. Yes, so happy with that. All right, let's get this bag open here. Looks like we've got all of our wooden magnet pieces here. Let's start with this guy, the crate. Now, I know way back when we had mentioned they were doing some 3D printed one, not 3D printed, what's the proper term?
Molded.
Molded, like the ones in our way old prototype. That would have been crazy expensive. We think these look really good. Honestly, I might even like them better than the molded ones, honestly. I think it fits with the whole look of everything. So the slats are kind of going different directions. We might hit them up at that, but not a major thing. Do you have non-bat Mel?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we got next here. The teleportation circles. Focus in, focus in. Can I get it? Can I get it? Get close. There we go. Coloring's a little light on that. That might could have turned out better. We might see if we could do something quickly about that, but again, I don't think it's anything worth a delay on. And then, yeah, we got our namesake Mini Meeples here. Bright colors. Definitely don't look like delicious little people candy. Oh, let's get some magnets going on some of these. Bam, bam, bam. No. Yeah, you gotta show it off through the card, right? Yep. The whole point is the cards. So let's get some cards on here and show this off real quick. Get that guy out of there. Boom, boom. Drop some crates, drop some of these. Drop in some people. Hey, you stand up. All right. Everyone's in here. Nobody's moving. Probably shouldn't shake them around and expect that to hold up, but no one's moving. No one's falling out. Great. Awesome. Cards have a nice gloss on them. That was a request from some backers to help protect them from spills and stuff like that. All right. Awesome. Well, hey, this looks great, guys. I'm going to just push it off the side and let's get this next one open here. The Fire and Ice expansion. All right. Again, I think the tin turned out great. I love the stonework. I think it's going to look really good when playing. Come here again. Yeah, as a wall. I think that looks really good. Check out our back. Brave the elements. Again, very small stuff, so we do technically recommend this is not for kids. But hey, you're a parent. You do what you want. Let's get this guy out again. Ooh, this is snug. There we go. Got a corner out. Boom. There we go. Let's get this new one going. All right, a lot of the same. Still looking good. A little different here because we had to add a few extra rules into this one, for the aforementioned Fire and Ice. But yeah, great. Awesome. This card's going. Again, we have 2 abilities. Great. 2 actions. Awesome. The Bard, Blood Mage, Cleric, Elementalist, Savage, the Baron, and the Elementalist boss cards, easy and hard. Flip them over. Elementalist, easy and hard, and then more of those little meeples. For some reason, you don't quite get why they're all purple. It's because he's in the logo. All right, let's get these terrain up here. We've got the snowy forest. We've got the burning ice field. Fire forest. I don't know. This is sort of a dueling fire and ice going at each other. Sure. More burning forest. Icy pond. Definitely not a Pokeball. And some more fire and ice. All right. Let's get in here. Ooh, I love how bright and red these are. Yeah, I think those look great. Nice. Camera, focus on what I want you to focus on. Hey, look, there we go. Yeah, do that.
You have 2 hands.
My 2 hands are on screen. Open. There's our sliders again. And there's some magnets. And some sign. Oh yeah, this has got some extra tokens in it compared to the other version. So dump these out. So this one has the +1 action and take cover, but it also has these +1 defense and +1 attack chips. These borders are a little thick, especially when compared to these ones, but hey, again, no big deal. For buffing up your characters you play, usually used by the Bard. The Elementals also gets used a little bit too. In case you couldn't tell, these are all wooden tokens, all these things here. Oh, and then here we go. We have the Mini Meeples of this version. Crates and teleportation circles, all the same. No, hey, wait, let's try that focus thing. Hey, there we go. That was better than me trying to move up and down a bunch. And then this one, we switch out the red, blue, yellow for the black, white, orange, and purple. Again, for those of you that may not know the difference in these, other than the characters you receive and the terrain and all that, having both versions of this allows you to mix and match all the terrain and characters, and allows you to play, instead of just a 1 to 4 player game, up to an 8 player game. You can combine all of the teams together into one big old battlefield and duke it out in big old groups. All right, let's get on to the new stuff then. The new stuff. Yeah. It's fine. It'll all get separated again later. It's time for an adventure. Yeah. Love our little monsters down the side. I love the green. In case you don't know, green's my favorite color, so yes. This one is a good bit thicker. When we open it up, you will see why. Go on an adventure. Battle your way through a dungeon filled with monsters and slimes. Find helpful potions and defeat huge bosses to earn the most glory. Yes, this is a full-blown expansion. It is not standalone like the Fire and Ice, so you do need to own one of those, either the core Mini Meeple Melee game or the Fire and Ice standalone to use this one. But yeah, let's get this open, guys. All right. Gotta undo the tin cork.
Yeah.
Gah, hey, that one's a lot easier. Ooh. All right. Now that green is a good bit darker, but hey, no big deal. Again, all the lines looking good. Nothing seems to be going over the folds. Awesome. Got our diagram. Great. Sweet. So let's get into some more of this. Got our cards here. The goblin and the orc. And they are led by the mighty ogre. We've got skeleton and zombie, who are led by the dastardly Lich King. And then we have the Dark Knight and the Dark Wizard, led by the oh-so-powerful and deadly dragon. Look, guys, I wasn't trying to reinvent fantasy here. You're just getting the basic stuff. All right. It's about the gameplay, not the story. You want story, go play D&D. We got slime and bigger slime. Here we go. Throughout the game when you're playing, you'll need to spawn in the monsters. You can have a dungeon master type player who gets to choose what goes out there. But if you were doing the fully automated stuff or just want to rein in your DM a little bit, you can use the monster spawn here. Basically the way this works is you'll roll a die, and whatever you roll tells you what monster you were spawning in. We've got the treasure list here. Throughout the game, you can choose to search your surroundings for a treasure. However, it is not always good stuff to find. You can find, you'll roll 2 dice, and whatever 2 you roll is how you'll do this here. But yes, you can find some potions. You can also find some wandering monsters, or you could find some traps. You can also just find nothing. If you roll a 1 at all, that's nothing. But yeah. And 2 new terrains in this one as well. We noticed in the original one we didn't have anything that had just fire on it and just ice. And that's what you're getting with these 2 cards here. Just fire and just ice. Whereas those other ones still included water and forest. So if for some reason you just really hate water and forest spaces, but still want fire and ice, There you go. All right, let's see what we got here. Ah, yes, our potions. Like I said, you can search for treasure, and when you search for treasure, you might find some of these very colorful potions here. I think all those colors look really great, really bright, very different in my opinion for each one. Extra attack, attack and defense, defense, health, speed, +2 a roll, reroll. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's get to these monsters because I think that's what we really want to see here. Yeah.
Those are level 2s.
Yeah, it looks like this bag is all of our level 2 monsters. Ooh, let's see here. That is a face only a mother could love. Well, that little zombie guy. I don't know, he's actually kind of cute. Wait, zoom in. Not zoom in. Focus. There we go. Zoom and enhance. Yeah, like a little brain poking out there. We've got a slime here. They've got some goopy little lines on top, so you know that they are just big old fun Jello cubes. There we go. Here's our dark wizard and his very evil goatee and pointy mustache.
Mm-hmm. That's what makes you evil.
Right. There we go. Look at that handsome face right there. Look at that orc. Yeah, orc. Pointy little ears over there. Underbite from hell. Bunch of those guys. Let's see.
Yeah, 16 of them.
16 of the whole thing, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 4 of each.
Yep.
Here we go. A couple of crates and a slider to keep track of your boss's health. We did notice when prepping the order to be sent to us that we apparently forgot to include magnets like you saw on the other one into this one. That's no big deal. We've already addressed that problem. It is already fixed. There will be little rectangle magnets just like you saw in those other 2 tins in this one as well. Just some missed thing along the way, but yeah, caught it, already paid for. And yeah, already fixed. These nice green dice. Those are going to be my ones to use. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I guess I could have showed you the crates again. I mean, yeah, you've seen them by now. 3rd time. We've got our level 1 monsters.
The babies.
Not only do these have different logos on them, but they are a little smaller in size. Put these right next to each other. See? There you go. You can see the level 1s are a wee bit smaller than the level 2s. But hey, first up here, we've got the Helm of the Terrible Dark Knight. He's a little horny. This is a kid's game, sorry. We've got little gobbos. Someone told us they thought it was a bat. It's a gobbo. And big old ears, and they're not wings. I guess I see it. It's almost like a weird version of a
vampire bat.
I was gonna say, let me start. I was gonna Pokemon. Looks like a Zubat face or a Golbat or something that's mouth open.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've got the bony, the bonehead here, the skeleton, little teeth down there. I think the detail looks pretty good on these. I mean, even when I set it down the 10, let's see if it'll focus down there. Boom! Look at that. Look how clear you can still see those guys. I think it works great. And then we have the small level 1 slimes. There is no symbolage on these ones. We tried, but honestly, when you try to just do something like this, there's not a lot of different squiggles you can do that easily at a glance tell you that this squiggle is not the same as this squiggle. So we just left these ones blank. So if you see a squiggle, it's level 2. You don't see a squiggle, it's level 1. Because squiggles just kind of look the same.
Yeah.
Big whole mass. Those magnets are working.
At one point, there was a thought that like I could try and make squiggles that look like a 2 and squiggles that look like a 1.
Yeah, but those kind of look dumb.
They look silly.
All right, y'all. It's time. The big bad bosses are here. All right.
And they're huge.
Yes, even bigger than level 2s are our terrible trio, the Ogre, Dragon, and Lich King. I personally like the whole, 2 colors here, seeing the skull and like some of the skin that's still left on his face. I think that's really cool for these simple little icons we did. I think our dragon looks neat. I think our ogre needs to go see a dentist. Awesome. If you guys didn't watch our little live stream we did, heckin' way back when at this point, yeah, sorry about that, where we played this, these guys, man, I shouldn't put this in this super deep bottom tin. Give me this sort of top tin. There we go. Whoa, I think it's from the... My bad, y'all. These guys are very big, and when they sit in the thing, they actually take up 4 whole spaces at once. Not just one like any other cube. When you move them, you basically move them from one little 4-point intersection to the next. So if this guy's moving, he goes bam, 1, bam, 2. No, that was too far. 2. There we go. And they are considered adjacent to both of the ones next to them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8 instead of just 4 spaces. Yeah, just a little visual thing of how they work. Now that we have this one in, we will finally do a how to play video for the Adventures expansion. We've already done one for the original in Fire and Ice. We didn't want to do one for this till we had, an actual version like this with pretty things on it and actual, pictures on our cubes. So we weren't just showing you our weird little prototype ones. So now that we have this, we will be making that how to play video so you all can, know how to play or just read the rules, whatever. But yeah, some people like those videos, so we'll get on that. And let's get on to the last one, the Treasures expansion. Now, we hear from backers sometimes that some of y'all are still a little unaware of like what this is exactly or didn't know we had it. It wasn't talked about a whole lot during the campaign. It was only kind of right at the very end we were mentioning it. But this is a extra expansion that we ended up making while using a lot of your ideas during the campaign. In this is a lot of extra cards. It's a double of all the terrain cards that were already in the regular game. So you can have all possible combinations because all the other cards are double-sided. So technically there's no way for you to ever put this card with this side. But if you have 2 of them, then that's not a problem anymore. So this has extra copies of all those. It's got these neat little terrain tiles, which that might have been a backer's idea, but I feel like that was mine. I don't know. Doesn't matter. These you can use to customize out your own terrain. And it does have a few special rules in it to play some mini games. That again, those are ideas from you backers. Thanks a lot for that, guys. And I hope you guys end up liking what we kind of came up with from your ideas. So let's talk about the Treasures expansion.
Let's talk about the packaging first.
Yeah. We're going to hit them up about this. It's totally fine, just as long as this sticks more. It came in kind of not holding great, so we're going to hit them up about that and be like, hey, this is not going to work if that's not super, stuck good. But we'll see. It does mention a paper sleeve. That is something we've already hit them up about. They forgot to include that in the package when they sent it to us. We've already messaged them. They should be overnighting us the sleeve whenever they get back in the office on Monday. And as soon as we get that, we will take some pictures for you guys and show it off. But yes, this should also include a sleeve. The point of the sleeve is to be able to fit all of the tins together in one big stack. Sorry, these still have magnets on them, so they're not working well. But yeah, the sleeve should fit around having all 3 of the tins stacked together and hold them snug together, so they're a little easier to travel with than just 3 loose tins rattling around in your bag. Now, you clearly are going to notice that there is no tin included with all these. All of this content should fit into the other 3 tins. But yeah, let's go over them here. We've got our nifty little gold coin here. This one can be used throughout the game whenever you have like even and odd rolls. There are rules of the game that tell you to roll for even or odd. You can use this instead. You could also use this as a first player marker when you're playing the adventure rules. The Adventures expansion. or just whatever. Just an extra little game piece to utilize how you wish in your gaming. Included some cool gold dice, not just yellow. To these close up, you can see that marbling. Yeah, I think that gold marble looks really nice. You know what? Hold on. We got all the dice here. I want to see a big rainbow in my hand. There's a blue. Where'd the green ones go? There they are. Ha ha ha. Look at all those. Ha ha. I think that looks pretty great. Anyway, let's get on with the rest of the stuff. Let's crack open the card sleeve here. Man, where is it? There it is. Couldn't find the flap. Nah, rules. Hey, look at there. I love that nice maroon and gold there. Yeah, so in here it talks about the upgrades at first, the terrain tiles and the coin and all that, and then it's got the extra mini games you can play. We have rules for crate toss, for the obstacle course, which is a pretty long one. I always thought the crate toss is pretty self-explanatory, guys. You're just going to end up throwing the crates, or really any of the magnetic things you want, into the tin at our little targets and trying to get points there. We do have stuff for that. We'll show them in the cards, rest of the cards. We have the obstacle course, which is going to be a race down the tin where you guys are trying to put obstacles in each other's way, deciding who can reach the end the fastest. And this one was my personal favorite one, Mini Meeple Gamble, where it changes up the combat to add in a little bit of a press your luck die rolling mechanic, which I thought was kind of interesting. It's probably my favorite one to play around with from this. And in that, it also changes, it makes the game to this bit faster pace where you actually kind of get rid of the battle tin, funny enough, and you just physically have your meeples out on the table in like a circle. This is a lot to explain in this video. I'm going to do how to play videos on all this stuff too, so just get ready for the videos of that coming out so you can finally understand what I'm kind of yammering on about right now. And yeah, totally. Let's go with the rest of this. First thing up here, this is one of the boards you could use in the crate toss. We made this one as sort of a shuffleboard style, so that you'd put it in a tin like this and, you know, throw it across the table and, you know, trying to get as far into this as possible without shooting over it. As well as interrupting cats, sorry guys. As well as a traditional target. I mean, I'm sure I don't have to explain to you guys how a target works. You know, throw your crate or meeple into the tin with this and try and get the stick in, you know, higher points. We have the generating list here for the obstacle course. Again, you're trying to run down and you'll be generating things in each other's way. So that is the list for that. And this is simply a score tracker, since those things obviously work in increments of 5, both sides. You can use this to keep track of your score as you play. Pick a high score for people to play to, or play a certain numbers around, whatever you guys want, and, you know, there you go. And last, like I mentioned, just doubles of every terrain card already in all of the other tins. So again, with these, this officially makes it where you can make every possible combination of battlefield. And let's get on to these things. Oh boy, I think the cat just ran off with the dice. These are our terrain tiles. Again, if you didn't quite catch me mentioning earlier, the whole point of these is whenever you're playing the game, give me a tin top. You know what? Here, I'll take this one. The battlefield's already set up. Instead of just playing on, you know, what we've designed for you, design your own ones, guys. These are magnetic little squares. You pop on there, and then you can just put these wherever you want. We have 10 of these for each type. Forest. You can see the ice terrain there, the water terrain, and the, fire terrain. Yeah, I think those look really good. I think the colors look awesome. Yeah, you can dot these around however you want on the board. You can just adjust the ones we already have, or again, use the plain side here and make your own completely custom Battlefields. I think it's super neat. I really like that one. That was something I was really excited for. And we actually found a way to utilize these in one of those mini game modes too. But at this point, I think this is pretty much everything, guys. My cat's tail is trying to get into the camera here. So, like I said, all of this stuff in the expansion does fit over into the other ones. So give us a sec, and we're going to reorganize it all back up, and then we'll show you that. All right, round 2 here. Let's show you how we fit all of that treasure expansion into our 3 main tins here. In this tin here, we clearly fit 2 full sets of the terrain tiles. Yeah, dump one out, guys. Nothing extra in here, although you see we condensed all of those many bags down to just fitting them into one. And then we fit half of the cards in here. And you can see in general, these cards are not nearly as hard to get out as they were when they were at top. So we fit half of the cards into here just with everything from the main set. This one, hey, guess what? It's the same thing. We have the other 2 terrain tiles there, full sets. Get out of there. Nothing special in here, but again, condensed down to 1. And then, there we go. All of its own stuff, plus half of the cards from the Treasures expansion. Boom. And then you have the Adventures expansion here, which we can squeeze the Treasure rules into. You could honestly probably squeeze this in one of the other ones too. You know, it's not like it's adding that much extra space. We've got the coin. You can see again this one we condensed some of the stuff together, the crates, the potions. Hey, focus up. There we go. Crates, potions, dice, and stuff into one. Here we go. We fit the 2 gold dice into here. And then we have all of the monster cubes. Yeah. Which, again, we just squeezed into one big bag. Which, again, we didn't add, like, none of these bags are from our own collection or anything. Stock. Like, we're not collecting plastic bags over here, right?
We do have a bunch from other games, but...
But none of these are from our own. These are all the bags included with the ones with, you know, the pin tins that we received. Again, I have to assume you will be receiving all of these plastic baggies too, which means you should have the same ones we have to, you know, condense them down, and probably a lot extra that you can then throw away, I guess, or add to your own collection of plastic bags. But yes, there you go. As you can see, all the treasure expansion stuff can fit into the other 3 tins, which can all again be held together by that sleeve that we will take some pictures of as soon as we get it in. We are sorry, this company keeps finding little ways to mess up. But yeah, this is the way it works. This is the way you can keep everything in its own individual tins that it started in, with just cramming in the bonus stuff around it. I personally like to instead like match up similar items. Like when I do it, I personally combine together like all of this from both games into one tin, and I put like all the cards into just one tin. So that's the way I personally separate them. But I figured some people, you know, get really big about wanting to make sure they can keep all of their Fire and Ice with their Fire and Ice box and yada yada. So this shows that you can do that still. But yeah, I think that's all we really have for you guys. So let's come back up to my beautiful face for the outro. You may have noticed a humming that suddenly started in the background when we were showing off everything fitting in the tins again. That's the air conditioner. We originally had it turned off so you wouldn't have to hear it humming away back there for the first part of the unboxing. And then we forgot we turned it back on. You might be able to tell that we had it off because I'm covered in sweat stains because it's hot in here, guys. Good lord, sorry. This room doesn't have a fan in it. But anyways, yeah, so that's it, guys. We finally got it. I know it's been so long. I know so many of you guys are super frustrated, and trust me, we are there with you. There's no reason to get into it, all right? We've said it before. There's no reason to say it again. It's done at this point. It's finally ready. This is that mass production sample. We're going to get that sleeve sent to us right away. We'll take some pictures of it for you guys. But I didn't see anything there that I really wanted to strongly disapprove. If you guys have anything, complaints in it, let us know right away so we can deal with it. But personally, I didn't see anything that I think was worth any more of a delay. we are ready to confirm this. So when we get that sleeve and check that out, make sure that's good. We're going to confirm them, tell them go, 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 go. And last we talked to them on that, they are informing us that it should only take about 2 weeks or so, 2 to 3 weeks, or was it 4 weeks?
2 or 3 weeks for mass production.
Yeah. So once we tell them to go, they're telling us that it should just take them 2 to 3 weeks to finish making all the copies, and then it'll be tossed on a pallet and shipped to us. Shipping, for some reason this is your first time, backing something like this, guys. Shipping from China to here can take a while, whereas manufacturing only takes a couple of weeks. Shipping can take solid
4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, a solid month easily. Any delays possibly can happen, So understand that it does not mean that, like, hey, we're going to have this out to you guys here in the next couple of weeks, but it is as on time as it can be right now. It is all getting ready, all getting made. We're going to get it out to you as soon as we possibly can. As soon as that pallet hits my doorstep, I'm calling into work. We are taking days off to get this stuff packaged and sent out to you guys. Finally. Again, I personally was so happy with this. I really like how it turned out. I really hope you guys did too. If you have any questions, concerns, any nitpicks or anything you guys have about it, let us know. Thanks for sitting through all this. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you just jumped to the end. Hey, I should probably shut up and stop rambling. Thanks a lot, guys. See y'all next time.